Human connection in a hyper-connected world. Do you ever feel lonelier than ever? Even though your phone buzzes all day, you have hundreds of contacts, thousands of followers, and dozens of friends. Yet the one conversation that makes you feel seen is rarer than a quiet moment. Today, we'll unravel that paradox, why connection has thinned in a world built to connect us, and how you, starting right now, can reclaim genuine human bonds. This is human connection in a hyper-connected world. We live in an era where infrastructure that once took governments decades to build, global networks, instant video, algorithmic matchmaking of interest, sits in your pocket. That technological miracle should have filled the human heart. Instead, many of us report deeper loneliness and surface-level contact. Here's the simple truth: connection and communication are not the same thing. A ping is not presence. An emoji is not empathy. Algorithms amplify similarity and spectacle, not vulnerability. They reward performance, not honesty. Over time, our public persona and our private self grow apart, and the bridge between them gets weaker. Why this happened? Let's be blunt. Platforms are designed to capture attention. Attention is the currency. The result? Content optimized to shock, to polarize, to be shared, not to deepen relationship. Add to that the curated performance pressure. We present highlight reels, not the messy footage of life. Vulnerability becomes risky, and so we protect ourselves by performing. But it's not only technology. Rapid urbanization, mobile careers, and dispersed families mean fewer repeated, embodied interactions. When our encounters are transactional and short, we stop practicing the skills that sustain intimacy: listening, mirroring, tolerating awkwardness, forgiving. Those muscles atrophy. Welcome to our deep dive into the paradox of the hyper-connected world. Loneliness isn't just sadness. It erodes creativity, leadership presence, health, and decision quality. Think of connection as the soil that lets trust, courage, and collaboration grow. Poor soil produces weaker plants, and in organizations and communities, the harvest is poor ideas, shallow leadership, and brittle teams. This is where your triple engine matters. Emotional intelligence, EI, reconnects you to self and others. Sustainable intelligence, SI, helps you design environments and rhythms where relationships can thrive. AIQ, AI intelligence, is the toolset to scale meaningful contact without replacing the human work. Use them together, not in isolation. In my videos, my team and I unravel how the rise of digital era has coincided with a decline in meaningful relationships and job losses. Subscribe, like, share, and care. Reframe from quantity to depth. You don't need more contacts, you need deeper ties. Depth is not a metric, depth is a practice. It asks for repeated proximity, safe vulnerability, and mutual investment. Depth looks like a weekly call where interruptions are barred, a 2-hour conversation where nothing is scheduled, or a trust ritual at the start of a meeting that invites notice of feelings and stakes. Algorithms meant to connect us are often isolating us in echo chambers, leaving us pressured to perform rather than genuinely connect. 7 actionable strategies. This is the heart of the video. Each strategy is tactical, repeatable, and engineered to be used by leaders, creators, parents, anyone who wants more human depth. 1. Schedule sacred micro-rituals, EI and SI. Micro-rituals are small, repeatable acts that create predictable safety. Commit to one ritual today: a 10-minute no screens check-in at dinner, a 5-minute breathing and naming exercise before team meetings, or a monthly real mail letter to a friend. Do it for 30 days. Micro-task. Tonight, turn off devices for 10 minutes and ask one person, what mattered to you today? Wait. Don't fix or explain, just listen. 2. Practice vulnerability with structure, EI. Vulnerability isn't confessional free-for-all. Use structured prompts. 1 win, 1 worry, 1 request. This gives permission for real talk without chaos. Leaders, model first. Your openness permits others to follow. Microtask. For your next meeting, start with one thing I'm proud of, one thing I'm worried about, one thing I need. 3. Build mini communities, not broadcasts. SI. Replace broad broadcasts with small cohorts. A 6-person mastermind, a neighbourhood swap group, or a walking book club produces iterative interactions where trust forms. Microtask. Create a 6-person circle and schedule a 30-minute bi-weekly check-in. 4. Use tech to enhance, not replace. AIQ and SI. AI can schedule, remind, summarise and highlight emotional cues, but it must augment human presence, not substitute it. Use AI to surface follow-up actions from conversations, to remind you of anniversaries, to summarise long chats so you can show you were present. Microtask. Pick one AI tool to automate follow-ups for your next meeting and use the freed time to call one person. 5. Train your attention, EI. Presence is an attention skill. Practice focused attention. 12-minute Pomodoro, where every time your mind wanders, you bring it back to the person in front of you. This trains tolerance for boredom and strengthens listening. Microtask. During one interaction today, count how many times you interrupt yourself with your phone. Halve that number tomorrow. 6. Ritualize repair, SI and EI. Conflict is inevitable. What matters is repair. Set a repair ritual, a 3-step format for apologies, acknowledge, name impact, propose next step. Teach it to your team or family. Microtask. After any disagreement, use the phrase, "I'm sorry, I see how I impacted you. Can we try X next time?" And share meaning, not just metrics, EI and SI. Conversation starves when everything is transactional. Create meaning prompts, favourite failure, a book that changed your life, a childhood song. These questions reveal values and create emotional resonance. Microtask. At the next meal, ask one person, what experience changed how you see the world? But there's hope. We'll explore actionable insights to forge true bonds amid digital saturation. How leaders make this stick. Leaders get what they reward. If you want teams to connect, redesign rituals, meeting norms, and performance criteria. Replace number of meetings with quality of relationships as a KPI. Reward leaders who create psychological safety. Allocate budget for small gatherings. Model boundary hygiene. Protect time for deep interactions. The pitfalls to avoid. Be careful of performative intimacy. Don't weaponize vulnerability to signal virtue. Don't treat connection as another metric to gamify. Guard against nostalgia as an excuse. Deep connection requires new practices for new contexts. Discover the quiet epidemic of loneliness that technology can't solve, and how you can bridge the empathy gap in today's AI age. A 30-day challenge. I want you to try something radical, a 30-day depth challenge. Pick one of the 7 strategies and commit to it daily. Measure only 2 things, how connected you feel and one relational outcome, a resolved conflict, a new shared ritual, a revived friendship. At the end of 30 days, reflect and scale. Together, let's reclaim authentic connections and navigate the digital paradox to thrive in 2025 and beyond. The future, AI as an empathy multiplier. AI will not replace the human heart, but it can scale empathy if we design it to do so. Imagine AI that helps you remember names, emotional cues, and past concerns before you meet someone, not to manufacture feelings, but to help you show you care. That's the promise of AIQ, more capacity to be present, less friction. True connection begins when we look beyond the screen and engage our inner network, leveraging both our emotional intelligence and our digital acumen. If you want more, join the Change Academy Depth Pack, a free downloadable checklist with structured prompts, a 30-day planner, and a 1-page team ritual you can implement tomorrow. Comment below with one thing you'll try today. If this video mattered, share it with one person who needs to actually talk, not just text. We built a world that can connect everyone. Now let's build the practices that make that connection true. Presence is not passive. Presence is a decision. Choose it. Stay tuned to find out how to unlock the full potential of human connection in this ever-evolving world.